Hello, hello, it is Matthew. It's the 3rd of September, so this is week 5, goodness, week 5, day 2, it's Monday, yeah, no, oh god, what day, no, it is Monday, okay, we had a first day of class today. It went pretty well. My teacher seems cool. His name is Ollie, and he recognized me from the first session. I was like, "I'm Matthew," and he's like, "I know," and I was like, but of course I was in the film that everyone saw at least once, and class seems good. I think I mentioned this before, but I was wearing a purple bow tie, one of my purple bow ties, and a vest and my tweed, and one of the people in my class was like, "You remind me of the Doctor," and I was like, so it's exciting. I'm probably going to actually dress as the Doctor tomorrow, so that'll be good. The class, like I said, seems really cool. He gave us a text by Kafka, a short text called Heimkehr, which means returning home, like after having been away for a long time, and we used it to talk about grammar, so that was fun. It seems like a much more interesting way to go about learning grammar than just learning it. So, and then we didn't have the afternoon class today because it was like a tour of the city thing, but of course I don't need to do that because I've been here for a month already and generally know my way around, although not that well, as we'll discuss in a minute. So I basically spent all afternoon just reading, and I got my hair cut, which was exciting. She cut it a lot shorter than I wanted it to be. This is what I requested. It's like an inch shorter than this picture. It was the messiest haircut I've ever had. She did the scissors and then clippers, and then I was like, awesome, looks good, and she was like, haha, pull out the thinning scissors, which I was like, oh, of course, thinning scissors, because I have really thick hair, and she was like, and then I was like, good, and she was like, another buzzer, and buzzed some more stuff, and buzzed around the edges, and I was like, okay, and then she pulled out another one and was like, and I was like, you really don't need to trim my sideburns more than just like this way. But as you can see, they have been substantially trimmed. Because then after that buzzer, she pulled out a straight razor, and I was like, what are you doing? And she was like, and I was like, you don't need to do that, man. You don't need to trim my hairline. You don't need to raise me. That's totally unnecessary. Also really painful because she just used water, not any gel, so I have some horribly nasty razor burn right here. You probably can't see it actually. Where is it? It's right. Oh god, it's gone. Actually, it's healed pretty much, but it's actually still quite painful. But she still wasn't done, because then she pulled out the thinning scissors again and was trimming this, and I was like, please stop. That's enough. You're done. please be done. And she was like, do you need me to style it? And I was like, no, I'm going to go wash all of this hair that's just lying on top of my head out. So you don't need to style it. I didn't say that. I was like, I'll don't do it at home. And then, excuse me, this afternoon this evening rather, there was a meetup at this beer cellar, beer keller is what they're called. They're like grills, basically. They're like bars, sort of, except classier than that. You like buy food and beer there. But I don't like beer, so I bought food and grape juice. I got horribly lost on the way there. Like, actually I have a map. I'll show you where I was. Where's my map? There it is. Okay. Okay, so yeah. Actually, this is not going to work. Never mind. But basically, I overshot where I had to go by like 20 minutes of walking. And then I like backtracked a little, but not enough, and went the wrong way. And I was like, I have no idea where I am. Like, I'm legitimately lost. I don't know where I am. Like, that kind of lost. Not like I don't know where I'm going, but like I don't even know where I am anymore. And then I walked past a hotel, and I've been asking people like that I ran into on the road. I was like, "Do you guys know where Hindenburgstrasse is?" And they were like, "No." And I was like, "You people live here. Why don't you know this? Oh my God, it's supposed to be around here. Help me!" But no one knew where it was. Eventually, half an hour after the arrival time at the beer killer, I was still walking around, and I was like, okay, if I can't find it another half hour, I'm just going to go home. But I ran into a hotel, not literally. I walked past a hotel, and I was like, hotel, they will know. This is their job. Their job is to know. So I went in, and I was like, I'm lost. Where am I? Where is Hindenburgstrasse? And she was like, let me find this little convenient map. And you're with a pen here, and you need to go here. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. You're beautiful. Not like that. Less creepy than that. And then I found my way back and got there 45 minutes late, but that was okay. It was like, you know, it wasn't a big deal. Took me an hour to walk there instead of the 20 minutes that it should have. The problem was that I'd missed the turn because I was looking for Hindenburgstrasse, but it was like the street I was on, Hindenburgstrasse was like here, but it didn't become Hindenburgstrasse until here. So here it was something else, and so I was looking for Hindenburgstrasse, but there wasn't any Hindenburgstrasse for another like 2 blocks. Whoops. But I eventually found there, and I ran into a Doctor Who fan from my class, and we were talking, and I was like, so what other shows you watch? And she was like, Sherlock. And I was like, anything else? And she was like, oh, I don't know, like what? And I was like, Supernatural? And I was like, that's not likely, you know, it's an American show. And she's like, no, I watched that too. And I was like, I bet she was a Tumblr. We were talking, and I was like, yeah, you know, I spend a lot of time. I read a lot, and I spend a lot of time on Tumblr. And she was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, oh, my God, she does have a Tumblr. We're going to be good friends. I can tell. So it was exciting. We talked about Lord of the Rings and stuff. Fantasy. Ah, that reminds me. I'm going to lend her my copy of Name of the Wind. Everyone will read this book, even people from the Ukraine. So that was fun. And then I walked home, and I didn't get lost on the way home. So that's good. And now I'm here. I've done my homework. Tomorrow, tomorrow I have more class with Ollie. Stands for Oliver, by the way. And then I also have the afternoon class, and I have no idea where it is. But no one knows where any of their classes in the afternoon are, so that's good. I'm not alone. Yep, that is all. Okay.